Going to go ahead and call the meeting to order. We do have a quorum with Mayor Molina and Ms. Sonia Enriquez, as well as myself present. We have Mr. Ruben Ramirez, our interim director, and Aaron Vela, our legal counsel. It is 12:05 p.m. Friday, August 9th. Ruben, was the meeting posted in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act?
Yes, Mr. President, it was. And just in transparency, too, I'd like to note that there was some technical difficulties on trying to upload the agenda onto the website, which has since fixed since we were changing hosting providers.
Okay, thank you, sir. We'll go straight into this. Number 3, discuss and consider approving a sponsorship for the South Texas Film Festival. I believe they're here to give a presentation. Ms. Leja, the floor is yours when you all are ready.
Thank you so much. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties, so we're going to kind of improvise. So, Martina's going to help.
That one's broken. Somebody, PNZ got out of hand the other night.
The organization is very professional.
This festival was everything I wanted it to be and more. A networking haven. It's been first class A1 from the very beginning all the way to the award ceremony, which was just absolutely phenomenal.
The expectations of the South Texas International Film Festival is just wow. Out the door, out the window, set that house on fire, burn it down.
I just want to say thank you to the host that we had in the city of Edinburg.
And a big thank you to Mayor Richard Molina.
Thank you for inviting me. I love Edinburgh.
Next year, I know it's going to be even better.
I'd love to come back and do something again. See you next year. We'll see you guys next year. Come check it out next year. I gotta go.
Check this guy too.
I gotta go.
Sweet.
Just for the record, Mr. Farias has joined us.
Yes. Well, thank you very much. That was just a little, some of the highlights of our festival from last year. We're excited that this year it's going to be our 5th annual, and we have a little bit of information to share with you. But before we do, I just wanted to mention that, you know, especially to our interim executive director, that when we started the film festival, it was a joint effort between the city and EDC. So we're very proud that this is something that we've been working on together for now coming up to 5 years. So we feel that this is a festival that can continue to grow and become really big here in the city. So let me just share a little bit more about the festival. Our mission is to showcase the work of visionary filmmakers from around the world, as well as regional, national, and international films that have a unique voice and style. And our vision is to bring together local filmmakers and connect the South Texas film industry with the world. It's as, what happened there? As you saw, there's film, workshops, celebrities, and much more. It's actually 4 days. We were going to put the video there, but we had to improvise. And I know that you probably know that festivals have great benefits for the city. A film festival in particular promotes tourism, brings in people to the city. It showcases the local talent. We have a lot of talent here in the Rio Grande Valley, and people that are coming to film here. And now we're a film-friendly city, so we're excited about the possibilities there. As a matter of fact, I received a call a few weeks ago from the Texas Film Commission that they're looking for a place here around this area that has and they ask you for particular things. They're looking for a place where there's grapefruit groves with dirt roads, a brush line. So we actually went scouting. We sent them some pictures, and they're sending their scouts sometime in early September. So hopefully we can go ahead and be selected as a place where they can come and film. And from what the Texas Film Commission mentioned, it is a big production, so we're excited about the possibilities. Film festivals also encourage community. They provide a place where people that would not have an opportunity to see these amazing films from all over the world to come and enjoy these films for free. It's also a great opportunity for filmmakers to network. I think that's one of the greatest things that I've noticed this past year is that the filmmakers were really connecting. You know, we got a call, there's gonna be a special guest this past year, there was gonna be a special guest. He came, Marcel Rodriguez, which is the brother of director Robert Rodriguez, and he mentioned, you know, I'm just gonna be there kind of incognito and talking to the filmmakers, and he came. The funny thing was that half of the people there already knew him, but it was exciting to see that the connections and the excitement of the possibility of connecting with him and continue to grow with their films. I don't know. Anyways, and the benefits to local merchants, of course, it brings economic impact to our city. Numbers worth remark. This year we received 135 submissions, 96 of them were short films, 30 were feature films, and they were represented over 20 countries. This past year we had about 1,500 people that attended, and this year we're projecting 2,000. The good thing is that we also do a kind of a little tour of Edinburg because we visited 5 locations throughout the city. That means we go to and we participate, we have little mixers and things like that. So the city is really showcased. We also have something called the pitch, and each year filmmakers have an opportunity to pitch their screenplay to a panel of industry judges, kind of like Shark Tank. In 2027, we only had 2 short film submissions. This year, we actually had 9 feature-length submissions. So more and more people are submitting, not only their films, but now even their little screenplays. So we think that by fostering local writers, we can showcase the film festival as an emerging hub for Latino and Spanish language media. Our goal also is to become the gateway for Latin America films, and that's something that we're going to start tapping into and looking more into. The festival, of course, has workshops. This year we're going to have production and distribution workshop. That's something that all filmmaker wants to know. Now they make the movie, what do they do with it? The special effects makeup is always fun. J.T. Campos, by popular demand, is coming back to do another stunt workshop, part 2. And we also are having, okay, now you made your short film. How do you transition into making now a feature-length film? And for our student day, because the very first day is actually a student day, we bus in students from the high schools to the university to learn about their film department, but also to get a chance to talk to the filmmakers. We're actually going to have a STEM in filmmaking workshop. That's interesting how they use science to, you know, make the explosions, or, you know, it looks like they're pulling something really big. How did they use pulleys? So he's going to be talking about that. I'm sure that that's going to be a fun one, and it's going to give another mindset of how to use the science, technology, and all of that good stuff that we're really trying to promote. We also have panel discussions. This year we're having women in film. You know, women are also making films, and they're producers, they're filmmakers, and so we want to showcase them as well. And we also always have our official selection filmmakers Q&A. Our celebrity guest this year is Jesse Borrego, and of course our own Valente Rodriguez. We're gonna go a little back, como dicen, old school. We're going old school, and we're doing Blood In, Blood Out. That's the movie we're showcasing. When we started, we kind of said we're not gonna focus on violence or anything like that, but it's the elephant in the room, and we're gonna embrace it on the 5th year and talk about it. How when you're making films, if it's gonna be a film that's gonna have violence or any of these other things, it should be about the story you're telling. Like last year we had Tejano, who won an award. There was drugs, there was violence, but it was about what a person was capable of doing when they're trying to save a loved one. So there always has to be a major theme that you're going to focus on, and the other things should be kind of to the wayside. So we thought that this film could open the door so we can talk about it. J.T. Campos, like I said, he's from Queen of the South, and he's going to be here to do the second phase of the stunt workshop. And Emmy Award winner Esteban Escobar will be here with us, and he's going to be talking about the distribution workshop. The good thing about this is one of the things that we also try to promote, and not only filmmakers but also actors, how the young kids here today, they're going to high school, that they have dreams of one day being on the screen or making movies, that they can, because all of these are from South Texas. All of these men here, of course, Valente is from Elsa, JT is from Mission, Esteban is from Edinburg, and Jesse is from San Antonio. So what better than showcasing our own and how they can be successful, and so that they can be successful too, follow their dreams. It's an opportunity to showcase our city. Like I said, we go to different venues throughout the city, and the people that come in get to see them, and hopefully they also can look at the site so that if they want to film, they can come back and film. Yesterday I got a call. They're looking for somewhere where there might be like a printing press. So we'll be putting out the call to see if anybody knows where we can find something like that. Film festivals also have created an economic impact. I mean, we're going to talk big. South by Southwest in 2018 generated an economic impact of $350.6 million. That's in a 14-day event, and they had 289 participants, and generated a $1.8 million in hotel occupancy tax. I mean, those are big numbers, but those film festivals are already like 20, 30 years old. So we're starting, we're babies, we're at 5 years, so we have a lot to grow, so we're looking forward to that. Sundance Film, the same, 182 million in Utah. So we're not there yet, like I said, we're barely starting, but we're starting to see some numbers. The university did a study, and not just the film festival, because we didn't have just those numbers. We're starting to accumulate this data. It's the film festival, and the other festivals are generating here in Edinburg 4 million in total spending related to city festivals. They supported 71 jobs, generated 1.7 million in labor income, and created 424, a little over that, in state and local taxes, for a total economic output of 6.3 million on the local economy. And that was from a study done at the university. So we're happy to see that we are having an impact. And today I'm here, of course, to ask, we couldn't do it without EDC. We started, like I said, as a joint partnership with EDC, and without your help, your financial support, we really couldn't have the festival. With this year, once again, we're asking for the $20,000 that you have in the past given us, and we have a little breakdown of what we will be using this monies for. The good thing is, under the direction, of course, of Mr. Ramirez, all monies will be in support of Edinburg businesses, so we're very happy with that. And of course, we're supporting our local economy. We're asking for $4,000 in branding the film festival. We need venue rental. We have to pay the University PAC Center, the Edinburg Conference Center, and Renaissance. We will have a little mixture at the Marriott. That we need promotion, the review, the Cinemark Bistro. We do a little ad in right before the movie starts, so that also costs a little bit. Lodging, when we bring in our celebrities and our guests. Some airfare to pay for the ones that we're bringing in. Hospitality, we provide food in some of these events, the smaller events, and of course we have our bronze awards, the Eddies, named after Edinburgh. Do you have any questions about our request?
Questions, concerns? I'll open it up to the board.
I want to make a comment. I've probably been there for every single one of the festivals, and really it does a lot to showcase the city and what we do. One of the things I like is when you go there, you drive up to the parking lot, and just like our UFO festival that we do, you see a lot of cars from out of state. So the fact that you do promote tourism, that is true. I've witnessed that personally. I've seen it. I've seen people from all over the states and all over the world come. I think it's something that's very, very positive for our city. It puts our city on the map. And after seeing that video and them thanking me, I have to say that I'm on board.
Thank you, sir. And yes, and we, we're amazed that.
Did you guys do that on purpose?
No.
Because I was.
Actually, we didn't. There's a filmmaker that we hire to do little highlights, and then he sends us what he thinks are the best. He puts everything together and he sends us that. Of course, we liked it too. But I was going to mention, it's really exciting to see that we have filmmakers. This past year, we had from Hong Kong and Japan. We've had from Germany. We've had from Portugal and, of course, Mexico. And this year, we've already have a confirmation from Germany. And so we're excited that these people are coming here, especially because this is a perfect location to film. I mean, more and more filmmakers are coming here. It's less expensive than even Austin. And the best thing is that we're creating a workforce, a film industry workforce. We're connecting them. So it's not just filmmakers, it's the makeup artists, it's the actors, it's the people that do the clothing, the costume. And so it's a whole group of people that are part of this film industry, and it's the connection and the networking that I think is really helping this to grow. And so on that note, this past year we received some reviews and we're at outstanding, and I just wanted, I picked one of the shorter ones because there were some that were a little bit long. And this one says, "This is probably one of the best festivals I have ever attended. Also, it might be one of the most beneficial festivals for me as a filmmaker. The networking and possible future collaborations I have come away with is amazing. I want to also add that this festival goes beyond everything to take care of the filmmakers as their guest. I will always submit my work to this festival in hopes of getting to experience it again." And so I'm happy to say that Mr. Fight actually did submit again, and we did select, the judges selected his short, one of his newer shorts to be part of this festival. So we're excited that people are wanting to return to the festival. I think when we started, we didn't have any experience with film festivals. Our model was the Oscars. We dream big. And so I think that if you dream big, what do they say? Shoot for the stars and you'll land, shoot for the moon, you'll land on the stars. Well, I guess that's what we're doing. And thank God that the community is responding and that the filmmakers and the film industry is responding as well. Like I mentioned, we have, the South Texas International Film Festival has a strong foundation. It's always been a strong partnership between the City of Edinburg and the EDC. And thank you for supporting film industry, promoting tourism, and creating an economic impact. Any questions?
Well, I'd just like to make a comment.
Yes.
It's very encouraging to see someone like you that has the passion, the drive, and it isn't something you just, next week let's come up with something and put it together. It's a lot of work, and you're very sensitive to the fact of looking for individuals that are not only from the Valley or South Texas, but from Edinburg itself. And so I really enjoyed it our last time, and it was encouraging to see all these people come in, and I just, along with the mayor, it's very entertaining, and I was very surprised to see people from Hong Kong, people from Germany, and then I think you said Chile, and then there's different individuals like this year. So, word gets out there, and you got to start somewhere. Southwest by Southwest didn't happen overnight, no. But the impact. And so it's a staple. It's something now that everybody goes to. And I'm glad that you are taking the challenge to go ahead and get this and get it started in Edinburg, because we do have a lot to offer.
Thank you, Chair. Yes, we think that this film festival, or this festival, is one of the ones that is going to continue to grow and can become, a monster. But we have to do it together, because we know we're limited in our staff and what we can do. But it takes a partnership, and that's why we want to visit on how we can grow it, how we can make it better, how can we bring in more people that can be of help to help us grow this festival. but we will continue to work hard. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Ms. Letty, congratulations. You always do a great job on all your festivals, and my wife and I, we really look forward to this one in particular. I know we had to throw a special meeting together to get you those funds that you needed, and that's with our interim director coming in, and we're catching him up to speed and stuff. But we did sit down and look at numbers from the past years and stuff like that, and we had a lot of back and forth, and Mr. Balderas also helped us a lot with that. One thing that we do want to stress is keeping everything local. When these people do come in, and of course we know they're staying at our hotels, but when you do your dinners and stuff like that, make sure we take them Edinburg only. And if you get catering, stuff like that, I know you have different things here like the awards and stuff like that. I hope you all are using Edinburg businesses for that stuff.
Yes, our first choice always in anything we do, whenever we buy, is Edinburg first. That's always has been the directive, and that's always what, we value Edinburg, and we think that's where money comes from, and we're here to serve the residents of Edinburg. Sometimes there's things that we have to go, our next thing is local, after Edinburg, the local region, and then unless it's something that we really have to get from somewhere else, we'll get it. But definitely Edinburg only. I know that I've been approached, and I guess I can share that I've been approached by other cities. Hey, can you come and show some of the movies over here? We would like to be, especially since it's South Texas, maybe, and I know that I've always said everything has to be in Edinburg. We have to stay in Edinburg. When we do it at the University PAC Center, at the Edinburg Conference Center, when we do any mixers or anything, it's here locally in Edinburg. And this year we're going to be at the Echo for one, and then another one at the Marriott. And when we go to restaurants, we've been to University Draft House. I think walk-ons might be a good place for for a smaller group, because sometimes it's big groups and sometimes it's smaller groups with the filmmakers. So always looking at the possibilities and trying to find out which location would serve the better purpose.
Awesome, thank you. We appreciate that. All right, it's a big investment, and for it to come back to our local vendors is big, and what we try to do here.
Yes.
Are you all using the auditorium this year?
Well, you know what, and I'll be honest once again, is that our plan was to actually have something at the auditorium, like our very first year, in the courtyard, and then the very first year we actually converted this into a VIP area.
I remember that.
It was awesome. But unfortunately, the funds were not there. We need a little bit more funds. This is our most expensive festival, and but like I said, it has the most potential. So this year we're really going to start early, looking for sponsorships. We know we can't come to y'all all the time, but we're going to try to target and create marketing relationships with just the right businesses so we can make it happen next year.
Yeah, I was looking at your sponsorships, and there's not too many from private. You got Texas Scripts here and State Farm, but $500.
We got a little distracted with something about All America City.
All America City. I guess we have to give them that.
Yeah, but now we know what it takes, so we'll be ready.
Yeah. Okay. Looking back at the last 4 years, 12,000 in 2015, 15,000, 10,000. Last year was the biggest at 20K, and I think that's what you're asking for again this year.
Yes, sir.
Let's work on those sponsors for next year. That way we can try to get back to that 10,000 from 2016.
Yes, sir.
And we might and stuff that we talked about, different things that we could do is maybe a match dollar for dollar. Anything you all get from private out there, we'll match you up to the 10,000. That'll cover the 20,000 that we give you every year, something like that.
Okay.
Different things that we can look to, but we need I know your board is very active with the community, your library board also. You all are probably the two most active that we see everywhere, all over the place.
Yes.
I commend you all on both of those. But maybe, like you said, for next year, let's start early and start getting those sponsorships out there. So
Definitely.
Get them coming in.
Yes, and I already asked Mr. Ramirez here to kind of point me in the right direction as well.
Yeah, that's what he's for.
Yes.
Happy to help. Yes, ma'am. All right, any other questions or discussion? Can I entertain a motion on this
Motion
item?
to approve.
Second?
We do have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by raising your right hand. Those opposed, same sign. Congratulations.
Thank you
Gonna
so
help you out
much.
again
Thank
this
you.
year with the 20,000. We look forward to another successful event, Ms. Letty, and all your people that showed up and that are always with you.
Thank you
So,
so much.
Congratulations. Okay, my agenda. We do have an executive session item, so can I entertain a motion to go into executive?
So move.
You have a motion?
Oh, second.
Second. Motion and a second. All those in favor signify by raising your right hand. Those opposed, same sign. We'll go into executive session. It's 12:32.
EDC will go into executive session pursuant to Texas Government Code, Chapter 551, Section D, under Sections 551.071, consultation with attorney, 551.074, personnel matters, and 551.087, deliberations regarding economic negotiations.
Yeah. Do we have a motion and a second? All those in favor signify by raising your right hand. Same sign. That motion passes. Just for the record, it is 2:35 p.m. Friday, August 9th. Ms. Enriquez left our executive meeting at 1:08 p.m. And I'll hand it over to Mr. Ramirez. Or Mr. Vela, sorry. Mr. Vela, I'm sorry.
That's okay, I understand. We just need a motion for the executive director to proceed as instructed on item 4B.
So moved.
Second.
Do have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by raising your right hand. Those opposed, same sign. That motion carries for item 4B. And I believe that's the only, there's no action on A, C, or D. Is that correct?
That is
Mr. Vela?
correct.
Okay.
Adjourn.
Do you have a motion to adjourn?
Second.
All those in favor signify by raising your right hand. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Meeting's adjourned at 2:36 p.m. Thank you, everyone. You all have a great weekend.
You too, thank you.